Hi, how are ya? It's Travis in here, and welcome back to our adventures in Diablo 4 Season 1. Last episode, we began Chapter 1 of the Seasonal Journey. Today, we are going to continue completing that, but first we need to do some stuff in town. I have to talk to Zizek here.
Let's have a look at you, Buckles need reinforcing. This leather's cracked. What have you been getting yourself into, huh? Look, you live or die by the quality of your equipment. If you've the coin and materials, I can improve it for you.
Alright, so we can improve our materials here by upgrading items. I don't think we're going to really upgrade any of the items that we have right now, but eventually we will. Still need to get some more material and gold, probably. Let's have a chat with the potion, the alchemist. I want to increase the potency of my healing potion.
Yep, you certainly have the look of someone who spends a lot of time in the wilds. I expect you'll also want some of my elixirs, but let's focus on your healing potion for now. I have some extra materials we can use this time. If you want to improve your healing potion further or craft any elixirs, you'll need to source your own ingredients. I'll not leave these walls. Never again.
Alright, so let's upgrade our potion. Level 10. Tiny healing pot. And we can go speak with Demian for extraction and printing, but we're not really going to do that right now. It's the occultist. We are going to probably continue some of the quests for the seasonal journey here. So for Chapter 1, we need to complete Dungeons in the Fractured Peaks. Looks like we need to complete 3. So we will do that today. Looks like we're going to have to unlock some of the waypoints as well. So we'll head down south, I guess. And I want to do this dungeon here called Lost Archives. It gives us the aspect of the Protector. Damaging an elite enemy grants you a barrier absorbing up to 119 damage for 10 seconds. This effect can only happen once every 30 seconds. So we'll make our way there. And there was a dev update today talking about all of the changes in Season 1 and what their plans are. The last update was kind of a shock for many of the players and got a negative review. So they're just explaining like what their thought process was behind the patch, and what they wanted to do was balance the game a bit, but they didn't know how much fun they would take away from the player base by doing that. So they explained to us that they're going to fix some stuff in the next couple of seasons. And we have a lot to look forward to. Supposedly, Barb and Sork is also going to be getting buffs soon. They know that they clearly need buffs to catch up with the other classes in the game. So we should see those pretty damn soon, actually. Also, respecking cost is going to get 40% cheaper. Glad to hear that, because it is actually pretty expensive to respec your abilities. And I always thought that should be something that shouldn't be a pain to do, right? A lot of people like to change up their builds and abilities just, to try something that's fun. And then if they don't like it, they should be able to go back to what they used to have without it being, punishing, I would say. They're also trying to make the leveling process a little bit faster, because they have noticed that the average player, which is someone like me, takes a while to get to 100. So they said they're going to decrease the XP requirement, I believe, eventually. So players can get to level 100 a bit quicker. Because if the so I was talking about this earlier, like if the season's last 3 months, you only play like an hour a day in those 3 months. You're not going to get to level 100. Just it kind of sucks because people want to experience the end game. He also talked about adding a group finder. Thought that was a cool idea. So you can like find groups to do like, you know, dungeons with. And the leaderboards are coming out in Season 3, they said. Which is a while from now. We're only in Season 1 and Season 1 just started, so... We'll probably see Season 3 in 2024. That's when leaderboards will come out. And that's when I consider Season 3 to be the first actual season in Diablo. That's when they'll have, hopefully, everything fixed that the players are complaining about. We're also getting a stash. Like a 5th slot, I believe, which is good. And they've noticed that players are having trouble with their stash because of the new seasonal Malignant Hearts they added. So managing your stash was already a problem pre-season when these Malignant Hearts weren't in the game, and now that they're in the game, it's just a little too much. So they have to figure out how to get players, how to help players like manage their items and resources, gems, all that stuff. And they were also trying to find. Supposedly they're gonna change crafting a bit to make it a little bit more interesting. I don't really mind crafting that much in this game, but I guess it could be better. And then I also heard them say that they're planning to create something to help players sort through items, other than just like, you know, this type of sort. Like, I hope you're going to be able to like sort through aspects and certain, you know, abilities, stats, things like that. The game's going to be so much better in like a year. Probably won't even recognize the game, to be honest. It'll look the same, but the quality of life stuff that they add, it's gonna really help it out. I honestly still consider this game to be like in beta, to be honest. We're going to add more goblins too to the game. Pretty much the same thing as Diablo 3, where there's like different types of goblins that you can fight, and they give you, some will give you gear, some will give you gems, right? Some will probably give you obols, stuff like that. And then for the ladder, the seasonal ladder that's coming out in Season 3, they said that it's not going to be Nightmare Dungeons. It's going to be something different, like a new game mode that they add. And I'm happy they're doing that. I hope it's just Nephilim Rifts, guys, to be honest. I honestly don't know why they took Nephilim Rifts out of the game. Like, it was like the best thing about Diablo 3. Like, should have been like automatically added in Diablo 4. But we'll see what they add. I have a feeling it probably won't be Nephilim Rifts. Try to do something different, but if it is Nephilim Rifts, I'll be happy. And some people took it like what they said was, yeah, we made a mistake in Season 1. And the Season 1's going to kind of suck, but I don't think it's going to suck, guys. It's still the same game, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, you can collect some cosmetics while you're playing, which is kind of cool. Alright, let's interact with this Necromancer coffin. Looks like we need a couple of pedestals here. And they're going to release several patches, supposedly, before Season 2 comes out. So we'll probably see a patch every month, I would assume. Maybe something like that. Just updating the game, helping out the classes that are clearly, you know, in a bad spot, like sorcerers and I guess barbs as well. I don't really know how bad it is, though, to be honest, because I never really played a barber. I played a sork, though, a little bit in the beta. I actually killed a Shava. I got that as Shava. The Cry of a Shava mount item on a sork. And the sork was fun. It's just, you do notice that survivability is kind of rough on a sork. I think that's just what they have to fix. And then people were complaining about CC, like your character just getting locked down forever. They're going to try to fix that as well. And they said they were going to do that by adding more ways to get out of CC in your builds. But some people just want them to just lower the CC time. We'll see what they do with that. But the game, all the things that they talked about sound good to me, man. This game will be good. And in some time. Looking forward to Season 3. I think the game will be going the right way. I hope. Once that comes out. Just hope that they can keep their player base for that long. It's going to take, you know, people got to be pretty dedicated to stick around. And they also have the new Path of Exile coming out. We all know they're, you know, watching how Diablo 4 is doing. And they're probably taking pointers down on how to deliver a better experience to their players. And seeing what their, you know, the other Diablo players want. So they can bring them over to Path of Exile. That's a game I've never really played. Never played Path of Exile, but I've heard it's pretty damn good. I always just played Diablo 3 as my ARPG of choice. Yeah, it was a good update. I enjoyed that dev chat. I think they did a good job. And they gave a lot of hope for the game. Like, if they did that dev chat and they were like, hey, guys, you just got to give it a chance. You know, just give it... And they didn't give us any, like, future updates that we should look forward to, then... Yeah, Diablo would probably be in a pretty rough spot right now. But at least players have something to look forward to. And they've given themselves a solid amount of time to make these changes. Like Season 3, like that's a long time, guys. I assume Season 2 is probably almost done. They can't really implement all those changes into that season.
This evil, but now I can't leave my friends here. Not like this.
Okay.
The only way out of this is to fight.
Let's fight. Are we fighting? Like, what the heck's going on? Here, we'll take one of these. Each active shadow from Dark Shroud grants you 4% increased movement speed. Kind of like that. Take that. Is this it here? Protector. Got stunned before we die. Stunned again. I think she died, yeah. Too bad. We got some obols from that though, so that's good. I think we need 20. To get a part done for the chapter 1 of the season journey. So like one more and we'll be done with that. Not too sure where we need to go next. Like, is that discovered? We gotta go down. Probably this way. Go.
I need more energy.
I like this build. It's fun. Put some knives into somebody and then just dash away and they come right back to you doing like a ton of damage. Here's the last one. This should give us even more movement speed.
Need more time.
Oh, we get it? No, we didn't.
Not ready.
Now we're moving really fast. All right, we leveled up again. Feel. Oh wow, look at this.
Need more time. I'm low on energy.
Alright, let's go back and we'll deliver this.
Need more time.
Let's see what we got up here. Weapon mastery. Gain a bonus when attacking based on weapon type. Well, we kind of use a mix of daggers and swords. Rapid gambits. Your evade cooldown is reduced by 0.5 seconds when you daze an enemy. Concussive. For knocking back or knocking down an enemy, you gain 4% increased critical strike chance. And there's rugged. Gain 6% damage reduction against damage over time effects. Stutters. You gain 4% close damage reduction. Stutter step. Critically striking an enemy grants 5% movement speed for 4 seconds. It's not bad. I think we'll take sturdy. Notice we've been taking a lot of damage. So we could use some damage reduction. Alright, here's the boss. I think our mobility is pretty good right now, though. We're moving pretty fast.
It's not ready. I'm out of energy.
Get some more ads. What these things do is like stuff he's summoning. Oh wow.
Need more time.
Not bad. That's it, Lost Archives. We got a new aspect. Aspect of the Protector, and I think that's our first one in our Codex of Powder. Well, the second one, actually. Should be pretty good. Read it again. Damaging an elite enemy grants you a barrier absorbing up to 150 damage for 10 seconds. This effect can only happen once every 30 seconds. Just a defensive aspect. Let's get out of here. We'll go to another dungeon. So we need to do 2 more. And then we'll be done that part of the seasonal journey. Maybe we should go down and do this event so we get that last set of ovals here.
I'm not ready yet.
Do you require aid?
We got any upgrades here? Rare dagger, nice. Our second rare dagger. Got some boots. Got more armor on the gloves. Attack speed gloves there though. A little bit more armor. I think that's what we need right now is just more armor. Better bow. Nice. Another dagger. There we go. We should have enough obols now. Do what we want to do. So I guess we'll head over to another dungeon here. We'll just go this way. Actually, don't we have to do a cellar, don't we? So we'll just finish this up here.
I need more time.
Probably have to do like a couple of cellars. There we go. Chapter 1, objective complete.
I need more time. Town.
That's another thing I hope they get rid of. These boat walls.
I need more time. I need more time.
So let's do this dungeon here. The Defiled Catacombs.
Need more time.
We can like pull big rooms. Maybe.
I need more time.
I think we can. Twisting Blades does a lot. To slay all the enemies here, though. The door is sealed. You have a few more enemies to go. There we go. And we got a new chest. Nice. Still don't have a neck yet, though. We have to destroy the skeletal constructs. This is what I'm talking about. PC, like, it's pretty brutal. It wasn't too bad, though. We still lived, but if you get hit by two of those, you're pretty much dead and there's nothing you can do about it. One thing you can do is not get hit by the CC mechanic. Sometimes it happens. We go level 15. Leveling up pretty quick. S plus C? Oh, the specializations, yeah. We'll eventually look into all that. It's a cool way to look at your skill tree. So we'll keep going into sturdy, get our damage reduction up.
Need more time.
Nice blast rate shot. There's a tomb right here. That got completely wrecked.
Need more time.
Shrine here. Got conduit. Get some good shrines.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. Need more time. Need more time. Need more time.
We're full on loot. We should probably go back and vendor some of this. Maybe we got a couple upgrades there. Oh, a cool helm. It's gotta be an upgrade. Nice bow upgrade there. Got some rare pieces now.
I can't do that here.
Yeah, our gear's gonna upgrade pretty quick, especially as we level up. First levels, you replace gear so fast. Another ring here. 2.5% vulnerable damage. Guess that's probably pretty good. It's probably better than this ring. Hold on to it.
I need more time.
It's another elite.
I need more time.
That's awesome. Twisting Blades is really cool.
I'm not ready.
Really like the mechanic of the daggers coming back and damaging enemies. Oh, nice crossbow. Rare boots now. Oh, damn it. Those are up.
I'm not ready yet.
We got the key to catacombs. A lot of ads. But this boss is kind of rough for us because we got to fight like a bunch of ads. Oh, we got a legendary already? What the heck? That's awesome. Venture's Tunic of the Crowded Sage. You heal for 1 life per second for each close enemy, up to 24 life per second. And we got our first neck, guys. Nice. So we're going to be able to put a Malignant gem in there. Not bad. 13 willpower on those gloves. I don't know what's better. Probably attack speed. But 6 armor's nice. We need the armor, clearly. So we'll replace it. Alright, so let's head back to town. We'll put a gem inside there. I wonder if you can have the same gem in the gear. Probably not. Maybe if you have this 2 of the same gem, one of the gems becomes dormant or just doesn't work, right? So we have Brutal Heart and then Vicious Heart. We have a Devious Heart. Maybe we'll put a Devious Heart in there. Percent less effective. So we either get this lucky hit one or this one. Resource draining effects are 58% less effective. In addition, gained 7.5% increased resource gen. That's pretty good. We'll take that. There we go. Now the rings. Should we replace these rings? 3% crit strike damage. Yeah, it's better than this one. And this one has 2.5% vulnerable damage. I think that's better than the physical damage. And then we'll put in Picana here, and when you use a subterfuge skill, leave behind an unstable shadow decoy trap that taunts enemies. The shadow decoy trap will explode after 5.5 seconds, dealing 248 shadow damage. Cannot occur more than once every 5 seconds. That could be cool. I wonder what a subterfuge ability is. One of these. So whenever we use Dark Shroud, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I'll give that a try. And I know these gems are going to disappear now, since we are going to get rid of them. You can't, like, unsocket the Malignant Hearts. It'll be cool to see what kind of builds we can do with these hearts. There we go. Alright, guys. Well, that is going to be the end of today's episode. We got a decent amount done. We have one more dungeon to do in the Fractured Peaks to get this favor done, and then still have to do some side quests, one more side quest, and then Keeper of the Keys, collect the Whispering Key. I think we can already buy one of those. So we're going to be done Chapter 1 next episode, guys. That's going to be the end of today's episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.